Hi fellow radio hams, I'd like to show you this module. It's a low cost CW Morse decoder. You basically put 9 to 12 volts in, audio from your loudspeaker socket on your transceiver, and you can run an extension speaker on this end, because this connection here, which goes to where your speaker would go for the audio input, is the same as that connector there. That's where you can put a Morse key on, I believe. I've not used that function. A lot of people say they're rubbish. Yeah, I've had a few problems with it, and the problems being from new, and the main problem being, it was arrived and I plugged it in, and the display looked a bit wonky on it, and in terms of what was reading on the text. And I found out that it was a wrong type of display fitted, and I'll talk about that now. Let's take the display off. The display should be a single line display, not a two-line display, and the part number should be 1601. This is fitted with a two-line display, and it doesn't display what it should do correctly on the screen. And I'll show you in a photo what the display looks like. It wraps around. Where it shouldn't do. It should be a single line display. So the letter 1602, the 2 means this is a two-line display, and it should be fitted with a single line display. Just show you what they look like on the back. This is a 1601, and you can see there's only one chip there, and that has two. And I'll plug it in, and I'll show you what this display should look like. Right, let's plug it in. Bear with me. Plug it in, get the pins in. Right, and I'll plug a 9-volt battery into it. And you can see it clearly says CW decoder, but on the faulty unit it displays the word decoder wrongly. So what I did, I've actually got a refund from the supplier. The refund was a 30% refund, and it allowed me to buy this display, single line display, but it didn't have the backlight. So what I did, I took the backlight off of this one, which is just unsoldered, two connections there, slide the backlight out, and you can see it on this one. See the two solder connections there, and I slid it behind it, and got that one working. Another small problem I had, and it was to do with supporting the display, and the display sits on the connectors this side. I'll push the display back in like that, and you can see there's some PCB standoffs there, these things here. It didn't come with those, and what had happened was the board had been squashed down and it had punctured the top of one of these little capacitors. But I had some of these standoffs in my spares box, and I fitted them, and it stops this board being pushed down on the capacitors. You see it there, there we go, and I put a screw in there, There's two screws, there's one there, and it screws through the board there and there. And it doesn't come with those, but I had some in my odds and sods book project box. Now I've got it plugged into my 8-band QRP SDR now. I'm on 14.023 megahertz on the 20 meter band, set to CW mode. Alright, for I'm trying to get it turned in at the moment. It does work very well. Bit noisy signal, that one. Yeah, the signal's not so good. Come on, guys. Signal's gone. No. There's a control here you can adjust. Right, let's have a go, see if I can find something else. And very quiet anyway. I'm going to change bands. No. I believe that. Sounds like a bit of a duck. Come on. Come on, somebody. Typical. Well, that wasn't too bad. Took a bit of fiddling, but as I say, on the 20 metre band, it's not the best band using a washing line aerial, but it does display quite reasonable. There is a little control here you can adjust there, and what I'm going to do when I build it in a box, I shall run those 3 wires, unsolder that, fit a panel mounting control so I can adjust it. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and If you like, please keep an eye out for future videos to do with ham radio.